6:49, breaking right now in your NBC2 Alert Center. Take a look at this because you are watching history this morning. Look at your screen here. The Polaris Dawn crew are in the middle of their spacewalk mission. They just got the go-ahead to open the hatch. 4 crew members are civilians. This actually makes the first ever commercial spacewalk. In fact, sometimes we can see inside the capsule what is going on there. And so cool. One of the civilians has been holding on to the hatch for the last 45 minutes, waiting just to open it up. The anticipation not only building in the capsule, but also there as crews on the ground here on Earth are helping those civilians prepare for the first ever civilian spacewalk. But listen to this. It's being completed twice as high as the International Space Station, where almost all of our spacewalks happen. Again, this is a live look inside the capsule right now. It seems like the hatch is opened up there now.
I mean, we saw the applause.
We saw the applause. So the hatch is open. It appears perhaps one of the civilians has gone through the hatch and is now preparing for the spacewalk. This is incredible.
This is history
happening
in the making that we're watching
right
live.
now. We're told this entire spacewalk is expected to last about 2 hours, but what an incredible experience there.
I know, and Alan, I mean, you've been geeking out. I've been watching you, keeping an eye on the SpaceX live feed on Twitter. I mean, look at that shot, right?
I'm assuming this is looking up through the hatch, out into space right now.
I mean, absolutely incredible that we're getting the opportunity to watch this happening live right now from space. And as Alan mentioned, if you're just joining us, we are watching the first civilian spacewalk. And it's happening, what did you say, twice as high as the International Space Station?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, look.
It's really incredible. You can see this seems like it might be a helmet cam right now.
Yeah.
And it appears...
That is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, they're going through, getting prepared to go through the hatch right now. We know the commander on board is Jarek Isaacman, the billionaire who's working with SpaceX to make this all possible.
I was watching Elon Musk was tweeting out all the SpaceX feeds, obviously, as well. But
wow.
Yeah, we're watching this happen live in real time, this all-civilian spacewalk, first ever.
What do you think they're thinking? You prepare for this, and then you have delay after delay, and then finally you get the go-ahead to launch, and then now they are getting ready. Look at this.
That is absolutely incredible. I mean, how cool that we now have the opportunity to have those helmet cams so that we're able to see what these civilian astronauts are seeing as well.
Can we listen in? Is there a chance we can listen in to hear what is being said right now? Is that possible?
We hear lots of applause.
Yeah. I'm going to step into Test Matrix 1.
Wow. There we go. Look at this shot right here.
Gosh. Wow.
Commander Jarek Isaacman.
Jarek Isaacman, again, the commander there.
Watching from the nose cone.
He's going through the nose cone right now. Imagine what he's thinking, looking at Earth right now.
I bet you just got to be completely awestruck.
Right are 3. Pitch and roller 3. Yaw is a 2. Switching. Single-handed operations are fine. Static and with dynamic disturbance. Switching to left hand.
Wow. Incredible.
It is. It is. I love that we have this opportunity to watch it as it's happening live and bring it to
up, down, left,
bring it
and
to
right
all of you.
Are 3,
so cool.
Maybe a 2.
We also know, again, this is just incredible because it's the first ever civilian spacewalk. We know that they are also testing out those new spacesuits by SpaceX, some of the top-of-the-line spacesuits. So not only is this just a historical spacewalk mission, but they're also going to be doing some tests.
Matrix 1 complete. HUD check, 5.3 PSI, 48% RH, 33.9 Celsius.
Sounds like they're just going through some of their checks right now.
Test Matrix 1 and HUD readout.
Crew ops check, EV1's good. EV1 good. Question good. Okay, stepping into vertical translation. We're going to start with the horizontal bars.
know, it's not too often I get lost for words.
I know. I'm just sitting here.
But right now, I'm just like, I can't.
You're in awe. I mean, I'm in awe.
Yeah.
And it's incredible to hear all of the minutia that they have to go through and check to make sure that this is able to go off without a hitch.
And you know what I've noticed here in just the last couple of minutes? Look how quickly, when first Jarek Eisenman got out of the nose cone there, it was light out there.
Right.
You could see all of Earth. And then now you can see just how dark it's quickly becoming out there. As the Earth rotates, perhaps even the capsule moving right now.
Absolutely incredible that we get to watch this.
You have good video?
We just lost our live video. Stand by 1 minute.
All right, so you just heard them talking about that lost that live video, but we're going to continue to keep an eye on that. And if there's anything else that we want you to see, we'll be sure to dip back in and show you. Back here on Earth, here in Southwest Florida, if you have kids in the Charlotte County School District, you might notice more law enforcement around campus today. Both the Punta Gorda Police Department and the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office are investigating social media threats. The agencies say the threats are not credible, but they want to make sure everyone feels safe at school today nonetheless. In Northport, we know 2 students were arrested for making threats. Previously, only 1 student had been charged for allegedly making a threat on social media. That was Monday afternoon, but now Northport PD says 2 14-year-olds are now facing charges.
6:56, and this morning a family is now working to find a new place to live after a failed electrical circuit destroyed their home. Take a look at this fire here. So it's at the Covered Wagon Mobile Home Park just off US 41 in Estero, south of Corkscrew Road. Look at those flames there as crews responded. We know that a family, including it looks like 2 young children, lived at the house for 12 years. We're told they lost everything. Even more devastating, it was actually on one of the kids' birthdays.
I am devastated. I have nowhere to sleep. I don't have my kids. Where are they going to sleep?
You know, thankfully, no one was hurt. We know right now the Red Cross is helping the family get back on their feet. The family is also staying at a hotel for 2 days until they can figure out more about their long-term plans.
Putting a new fire station right where it's needed most, and it will finally open its doors today. We're talking about Station 107 opening at the corner of Leonard Boulevard and Owen Avenue South in Lehigh Acres. NBC2's Mercedes Martinez is local from the site this morning. So, Mercedes, this is right off State Road 82, which is quite a dangerous area. So how is this new fire station going to help?
Yes, Lisa. Well, right now, actually, you can see that crews are setting up for the grand opening ceremony for Station 107. It sits here only half a mile away from State Road 82, which, as we all know, is a crash-prone road, making response times there faster. Lehigh Acres Fire and Rescue say they frequently are needed to respond to major crashes there and are often needed for multiple rescues for patient transportation. Now, this new fire station was also needed to keep up with population growth and a growing industrial park. Like I mentioned, they are setting up the chairs right there for the grand opening ceremony. That is slated for 10 this morning. I'm local in Lehigh Acres, Mercedes Martinez, NBC2.
Traffic on NBC2 is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan.
Well, good news on I-75. Speed time starting to finally improve northbound near Bonita Beach after that construction shut down that right lane, really all the way down through those backups lasting through Vanderbilt. I want to for a moment switch over to our live cameras. A heads up for those of you in inland Lee County, a crash reported on Lee Boulevard at Gunnery Road. It is causing significant slowdowns, especially if you're traveling north on Gunnery this morning. That's your NBC2 traffic alert.
1 minute before 7 a.m., we'll start with the NBC2 First Alert Live Doppler radar. I'll tell you, we're not going to see a whole lot of thunderstorm action out there today, but we do have a developing shower, a downpour that's closing in on Marco Island right now. As we look over southern sections of Collier County, you can see some of that rain over the far western side of Marco and trying to lift up toward Shell Island and County Highway 951. Most of us will stay dry through the morning hours. By midday, a few isolated thunderstorms. The heat index feeling pretty brutal out there today. The temperature not so bad, 92, but it's all about the humidity. Most of the storms will push inland as we get into the afternoon and evening. And looking across the tropics, no threats to us right now. Francine made landfall, of course, yesterday. It caused a lot of flooding issues, which we'll talk about on the Today Show coming up in just a few minutes. Alan, Lisa.
All right, taking a live look right now again at that first commercial spacewalk. This is Commander Isaacman. He's conducting suit mobility tests, and the Dragon is flying over Australia and Antarctica right now.
This is pretty incredible. Just looking on X right now, SpaceX account has more than 2 million views.